You too, what it do, man? It's your boy, Baylor TV. How y'all doing? Man, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. Happy Wednesday. You know, shout out to y'all. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. I want to give a shout out to y'all. Y'all been running it up. If you haven't caught the last video, please go watch that. Smash the like button on that one. We're going to get into this one. So look, divorce court. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know what reaction I'm about to give y'all. We got another divorce court reaction. Now look, the divorce court video is 30 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like trimming, cause I don't think y'all gonna watch a 30-minute divorce court reaction video anyways. And plus with the reaction, it might be an extra 5-10 minutes, and also a 40-minute video. So I don't even wanna do that. You feel me? But as my watchers, I would like for y'all to let me know, like, is that something y'all would like? Would y'all still engage into something like that? Do y'all like my commentary? You know, stuff like that. You feel me? But before we get into this video, I want you to smash the like button right now. All right, we're gonna get into it. 3, 2, 1.
Mr. Wilkins says it's been 5 years and his fiancée is more committed to being sexy on social media than she is to him. Will she commit, or is she about to be blocked? Today on Divorce Court. All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Wilkins v. Lawson.
Thank you very much. Mr. Wilkins and Ms. Lawson, thank you so very much for being here at Divorce Court today, and welcome everyone to Divorce Court. We are here with a couple who is at a crossroads. They've been together for 5 years. They've been engaged for 2 years. Although they have no children together, they each have blended their family from children from previous relationships. So at this point, it's either time to make a decision to be together, or according to the plaintiff, time to make a decision to be apart. Mr. Wilkins, why don't you tell us why we're in divorce court today, sir?
Well, obviously, Your Honor, as Judy's very beautiful.
Yes, indeed.
You know, we've been engaged for 2 years now, so I feel like she's just more engaged with her social media presence than she is with me. So today, if she doesn't set a date, I'm out.
You're done.
I'm done.
Ms. Lawson, you heard what your fiancé said. What say you, ma'am?
Well, honestly, we're having a lot of issues because he's extremely insecure. He used to love the way I look, my body, and now he have a problem with it. And I don't know what to do to convince him that I'm in love with him.
Probably set a date. But it's really about that.
Yeah.
But Mr. Wilkins, Ms. Lawson, for whatever reason, has not pulled the trigger on this marriage thing. So let's try to delve into what's going on. Why don't you take me back a little bit to how you met and what has led us to get to a point where we are in divorce court?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way I met her, like I said, she's very beautiful. So I was on social media.
You slid into those DMs.
I slid right in there.
I know
DMs.
exactly how that works.
Yeah. She posted a lot of, nice pictures and, very provocative. I actually brought some.
You brought me some
support.
photos, some of the similar photos to what attracted you to her.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in the words of my favorite Broadway show, Dreamgirls, you knew who Jimmy was when you first met Jimmy. Okay? And Jimmy was fly, Jimmy was fly, Jimmy was fly.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. So why don't you tell me from your perspective, Miss Lawson, what got you together? Because I have to imagine men slide into your DMs all the time.
I'm very popular on social media, so a lot of men do slide into my DMs. So after that, he proceeded to ask me out. So I was like, well, I know this 5-star restaurant I would love to go to. Would you take me there? And he said yes. So it was actually at a strip club. It's a 5-star restaurant at the strip club in Atlanta.
Only in Atlanta is there
Yes.
5-star restaurant.
Yes, and
They don't even have a 5-star strip club restaurant in Paris, okay?
yeah, so we went there, and he actually was really, really nice and cool, so we got together from there.
Okay, and we're talking many years because You all got together and you all have been together for 5 years. You agree that you've been in a relationship for 5 years,
Yes,
Ms.
ma'am.
Lawson?
Yes.
But you all don't live together, as I understand it. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's something that I've talked about. Our children know each other, play together.
So what makes you think she's not serious about the relationship? Give me some examples.
There's times where we were actually hanging out in the mall, and somebody noticed her from social media.
She's
And,
popular, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, and by the way, this is my friend T." And it's like, friend. So I'm like,
Is this recent?
yeah, it was pretty recent. It was after the engagement. So
Okay, so this is your fiance at this point.
exactly.
All right, tag you it, Miss Lawson. How he go
Well-
from fiance to friend?
Yes. Well, he knows I have an image. I sell lingerie online. So I do like a sexy single image to, sell more products.
Is that your brand?
Yes, pretty much. A lot of people online, they like me because they fantasize about being with me. So
Okay.
I sell a lot of products that way. And he knows that. When we first met, he knows that.
You were honest about who
Yes.
you were and the kind of work that you were doing.
Yes.
The products don't sell themselves. You are using your brand in order to sell the product.
Yes, ma'am.
I got it.
So he knows that all my family, my friends know he's my fiance, but I just portray this image to everyone else.
So here's my question, Ms. Lawson. Just like Mr. Wilkins slid into your DMs, if he's your fiance, what would make him be secure that somebody else is not sliding in the DMs doing the same thing?
Well, I feel like he knows I love him very much. I tell him all the time, we're always hanging out, we're always around. So I don't see why he's insecure about it, honestly.
On your social media, are you consistent in your brand in terms of the only thing you post are these kinds of photos, which is product oriented, if you know
Yes.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I only brand. Every post I make, I acknowledge my business. Every single post.
Okay, and Mr. Wilkins, is this something that you ever gonna be comfortable with? Because it doesn't sound like you are, sir.
No, I mean, I want to be known as the work that I put in. I want to be the fiance, or actually the husband. Not just the friend. And this happened on many other occasions.
Give me another example.
So I mean, we were out to dinner for one of her friends' birthday party, and
And you were there with the friends, and they all know that you all are engaged, correct?
Yes.
yeah. they
Okay.
know. So we were waiting on her friend to show up, and while we're waiting, there were like two guys across the restaurant at the bar, and she's like, well, she signaled me to say like, stay here. I know these guys. I'm gonna go and say hi. But like when she went over, I'm still watching from afar, and she's like hugging the guys, and they're hugging her like I feel too long. Mm-hmm. And they're embracing her, and then they're touching the small of her back. And I'm
It was
just like,
more of an intimate hug than you were comfortable with.
exactly.
So here's my thoughts. I think he's trying to change her into a woman that she is obviously not. How does a woman like this scream wife? How, when you saw her page, your lustful thoughts wasn't sparking? Okay, I can agree with that, but now you want to keep her, but you want to change her you want to make her an honest woman when she's showing you this is who she is and this is how she's going to be. And brother, every time you're in public and there's men around that are her fans, she wants you to, hey, stay in the back. Let me go acknowledge these other men in front of you. She doesn't respect you. And she keeps using her brand as an excuse of why she is who she is, when she really is who she is, and she's popular for all the wrong reasons.
So I come to you, Ms. Lawson, on that because I can understand from your fiance's perspective.
He made that up, Your Honor. It wasn't even like that, honestly. I feel like he exaggerates everything. I think he thinks everybody that knows me, I slept with them. Every time I know someone, it's honestly just business for me. You know
Have you
what I
given
mean?
him any reason to believe that you have stepped outside of the relationship?
No, ma'am.
So it's interesting because I am looking at my court papers. I don't see a cheating allegation.
No.
Mr.
cheating.
Wilkins?
No, it's not. It's not the. I don't think that she's cheating, but I just feel like, you know, if you're gonna keep putting me as a friend, like I'm past the friend zone. You
Fair
know
enough.
what I mean? So it's like there shouldn't be any, you know, elongated hugs and stuff like that going on.
Well, have you spoken to your fiance about what are boundaries in the relationship? Have you done that, sir?
No, that we haven't sat down and did that. No.
No, we haven't.
Is there a reason why you have not?
You know, I just fully support her, you know, so it's just like, I understand it sometimes, but, you know, I just would like to have the more solidified, you know, title as the fiance and
Are you interested in the public acknowledgement or are you interested in the movement of the relationship? What is it that you're interested in?
Right.
I actually want both.
Fair
Why
enough.
can't I have it all?
You can have it all. You
Exactly.
might just can't have it all with this woman.
Hey, she dropped the bar, and brother, she is letting you know, like, leave.
You absolutely can't have it all. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go and see my son over at USC. I want to hang out with my husband in Chicago. I want to keep my job as judge here on divorce court. I want to hang out with my sorority sisters and turn up with them at all the different regional conferences.
Yeah.
I want to lay in the bed and watch Law and Order and Forensic Files until I fall asleep. I want to do all of that. And I do all of that. But I never do it all at the same time. Because I can't. You got to
Yeah.
keep the balls in the air.
You're right.
And you at some point have to figure out a compromise. I want to go back to my original question. Why haven't y'all sat down and put boundaries in place? I'll ask you now, Miss Lawson.
I feel like we just have a lot of miscommunication, honestly. I feel like he's pushing me back like he's the king of tit for tat. Literally, I feel
What does
like
that mean?
everything I do, he want to retaliate with.
Give me an example.
Okay.
You're 37 years old, she's 33. You're 37 years old, you've been around the way. You cannot tell me you haven't run into women like her in your development as a man, bro. You know, how do you not know what you're supposed to do with this woman when she's showing you every time how she wants to be treated? Look how she's treating you, and this is the woman that you want to make your wife. It's been 5 years, you know, they've been locked in for like a pretty decent amount of time. Not 5 years is a long time, but still, brother, like, come on, man. This is just embarrassing.
So one time, my friend's birthday is in August. We went to Vegas. I told him ahead of time, months ahead, that I was going to Vegas.
So it was a
having fun.
pre-planned
No.
trip.
Yes, it was a
Yeah.
pre-planned trip.
You disagree?
I disagree.
Oh, my-
I did not find out about the trip until 2 days
No,
before she
he's-
was
All right,
Not
now there's a
telling the
huge
truth.
difference between months
Exactly.
and planning.
He's not telling the
Which
truth.
I know women plan trips months in advance.
I told him months
They do
in
not
advance.
just say 2 days before, oh yeah, we're going to Vegas.
No, I told him months in advance. He probably wasn't listening. Probably.
So you
I told him months in
So
advance.
you were going on a girls trip to Vegas.
Yes, I went on a girls trip.
What happened?
While I'm on the trip, 2 days in my trip, I'm looking on Instagram. We follow each other. He's in Dominican Republic and didn't tell me nothing about it. I feel like he went because I went to Vegas.
He did.
And I do have proof of him going to Dominican Republic with
Let's
his
see.
friends.
So it looked like he was with some fellas,
Yeah.
and looks like he was kind of chill. And
Yeah.
he posted.
Of course.
He posted Big Willie pictures.
Yes. And
So you posted sexy and
Yes.
single in the city, and he posted Big Willie playing in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And you said what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Come on, Mr.
All right.
Wilkins, that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
I
my
mean, I'm just letting her know that, you know, you're not dealing with some slouch guy, you know what I mean? So if you could go take a trip impromptu, I could do the same thing. You know, I actually wasn't planning on going there. It was, you know, my friend's birthday, but I was gonna put that time aside to hang out with Judy. But once I found out 2 days before she was leaving, I looked up flights and hung out with the boys.
So here's my question, Ms. Lawson. How do you feel about him hanging out with his fellas?
I don't have a problem with it. I just feel like I don't like that he's doing it on purpose. Like the tit for tat. I feel like he's doing it just because I went on a trip. That's what I don't like.
Do you have any reason to doubt his fidelity, that he's a trustworthy person, that he's
No.
not out there?
No, I don't have trust issues with him. I just feel like I think his insecurities cause him to do things in our relationship, and it's causing problems for us, honestly.
It sounds like, again, I am going back to a sit down with a delineation of boundaries that you all keep avoiding as I keep coming back to it. I'll give you a for instance. I have a rule. I don't take any pictures with single men without my husband in the picture. That's my rule, okay? That's out of respect for him, and I don't care who it is. And I'll tell you, oh no, my husband's not here. I don't take pictures with men I don't know. That's just my rule. And it works for me, and it's a boundary that we set. You all don't have to have that rule, but there might be a boundary rule that would make you both comfortable.
See, a woman like the judge, that's the type of woman he needs. Not a woman who's 33 years old still outside. A woman like the judge, that's a relationship that could work out with him. But because he's so lustful, he's so into sticking with his head down there, he wants to change, he wants to turn an outside girl into a housewife. Not gonna work.
Well, would you agree to sit down and at least look at what boundaries would make you comfortable so that you can continue to be single, sexy in the city, and you can continue to be Big Willie and continue to have a good relationship? Ms. Lawson?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm willing to do that.
yeah.
But the real question is, are we doing this or not?
To be fair, because I know ladies watch my videos too, to be fair, it's his fault for accepting this and telling himself that he could be able to change her when she hasn't shown you no sign of wanting to change for you. When you're dealing with women like her, you have to accept her how she is, how she comes. She's not gonna change for you, brother. You know? She met a guy, tall, you know, he's probably got a good career. She has kids, you got kids. And she's seen for what she can, you know, take advantage of, you know? She knows the guy that she really loves, the guy that she really respects, she knows she can't get away with this with the guy that she respects. But the guy she doesn't respect, she does not mind, you know, getting into a relationship with him and still being able to do her. So, Big Willie, you gotta take accountability for that one, brother.
Let's just get down to brass tacks. Mr. Wilkins, you're 37. Ms. Lawson, you're 33. You have been dating each other or together for 5 years, engaged for 2 years. Some people would say it's time to or get off the pot. Some people would say that.
Yeah.
Y'all are not, you know, some 19 and 20-year-olds. Exactly. And if one person in a relationship wants to get married and the other one doesn't, then maybe we need to have a real conversation about where the relationship is going.
Yeah, because the biggest problem could be just that she refuses to even move in with me. It's always, every time I mention it, it's always, you know, next summer, or, you know, wait till the kids go to college.
But my son is 17, so he will be going to college next year. I don't see what's the problem with that, honestly. And it'll make it easier. I feel like an easier transition. My kids I always lived by myself. They never seen me in the house with a man ever. So I just feel like for me, I will be more comfortable if my son went to college and then we can transition into moving in.
See how it's me? It's more comfortable for me. What about us?
I think that's a fair thing to say. How old are your other children?
My daughter's 14.
Does your daughter have a relationship with Mr. Wilkins?
Yes, they both love him very much.
So, what's the holdup?
Just don't feel like I'm ready, honestly.
Fair enough. Mr. Wilkins?
Yeah.
Does that work for you?
Nope. I feel like she's just stringing me along then. I don't know when she'll be ready.
It's been 5 years, brother. It's been 5 years. How is she not ready? She said yes when he proposed. But, you know, and look, this man doing the right thing. He want to marry the girl and then move her in, but it ain't the right woman to do it with, my man.
And Ms. Lawson, that's some hard truths right there. You're not ready, but you are entitled to not be ready. You are an independent woman. You are creating your own career. You know what you want. But the man that you've chosen is an independent man who's building something, I understand, very successful at your career, and you want to start to build a family. Am I right, Mr.
Yeah,
Wilkins?
I'm tired of being hidden. I mean, you know, I pay bills. You know, I want what's rightfully mine. I want that spot, you know?
Well, what's
And I want it to be
rightfully
acknowledged.
yours is a woman who wants what you want. That's it.
You're right.
That may not be this young lady. She may have every single quality that you want in a woman, but it's got to be on a timeline that you are both mutually accepting of. That is just the reality, and it hurts people to hear that.
Yeah.
The hardest words in a relationship is, my needs have changed. That's just the truth, you all.
Yeah.
That's just the truth.
I want to know if she's ready to get married or is she ready to just lose me.
And there is the question. There's a little song on the internet that I fell in love with a couple of years ago with when this lady was getting arrested, and she said, "You about to lose your job." Y'all remember that?
I seen that.
You about to lose your job.
Exactly.
Ms. Lawson, you about to lose your man.
Oh. No.
You about to lose your woman. Because I want everybody to understand these are two prizes here. Somebody gonna win this prize and somebody gonna win this prize. Y'all staying in the game or y'all giving up?
I want an answer today from her.
I feel like I'm ready. I don't want to lose him.
Awesome. Thank you.
I wanna...
That's all I wanted, Your Honor.
Set a date.
We gotta set a date. Yeah.
Yep, and make sure it's a date that I can be there because I want to watch. Set a date. Your son goes to college next year?
Next year.
Next year, I should be seeing an invitation or save the date or something, Mr. Wilkins.
Yes, you will.
Ms. Lawson, am I going to see a save the date?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and then you can be the sexy married lady.
Ooh.
And you can teach the other married ladies how to get and keep a man.
Ooh. I like that. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. I'm ready, baby.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, cool.
I'm sorry I had you waiting so long.
I know. It's like, hate to put the press on you, but I think it's definitely time. That's why.
I'm
you know.
glad you did, honestly. I don't want to lose you, honestly. Like, I realized that in court, there's no way I'm losing you.
No, I definitely don't want to lose you. There's too many
Look
people in
at
the
my
DMs.
Man, she got that man wrapped around her fingers, man. You know, she just said that shit, even though she don't want to, but, you know, the man good for something. You know, he already has a relationship with her daughters, you know, and they love him. And, you know, man, she had to say that shit, you know. She didn't want to say it, but when push comes to shove, it's like, man, just go. You feel me? Let's see what the comments say about this situation right here. First comment, I don't understand this video. It keeps going dark. Second comment, first comment. Why is he asking if she's ready to get married? She doesn't claim him publicly, nor does she want to live together. It's obvious she doesn't want to get married to him. I agree. That gets a like right there. It's very obvious. She's a little sneaky, you know. When y'all out in public, she introduces you as friend to other men. So it's like she's letting people know she's available. that excuse she gave about her representing the brand, that's bullshit, you know? She's letting other men know she's still available, bro. You know? He loves her a lot more than she loves him. I think she is only with him because she thinks he's a good guy, but I don't see the chemistry. Exactly. He is a good man. And he's a good man that doesn't know his worth. Good men that don't know their worth, they're easy to manipulate. So I'm just gonna be real, he's a sucker. So she noticed that he's a sucker. Look how she's able to represent herself in the relationship, bro. She's still able to represent herself by posting half-naked pictures. And this is what he's accepting. This is insane, you know? Do you, babe? Do you by all means. But brother, you want her to be like your mom, right? You want her to be like your mom, but that's not how she is. She's not that type of woman to be doing that. A woman that he really needs is a woman like the judge. And she broke it down clear as day for this man, but he couldn't take the sign. Sir, she doesn't desire you. It's just convenient. Don't waste one more minute of your life. I agree. That gets a like. First, she said she wasn't ready. Then she said she's ready. She's lying. Thank you, brother. Yes. Yes, that gets a like. She wasn't ready. It was just like some clutch time shit, you know? Fourth quarter, we down by 2. Is you gonna pass or shoot? That's what that situation was. Never let someone tell you more than once they don't want you. I agree. Bro just don't get it. How you met her is how she is. Thank you, bro. That's the comment right there. I've been saying this throughout the entire video. How you met her is how she is. Why do you think you could change her? Do you think because you are becoming a father figure to her kids, that's what's gonna like just pop in her mind? Let me be the woman of his dreams? No. How you met her is how she is. Oh, he's a sucker. He's trying to turn the 304 into a housewife. Ladies, if y'all do see this video, yes, I hold Big Willie, that's what she's calling him. Mr. Wilkins, I think I owe him accountable because he should have known what he was getting himself into. If he knew he couldn't handle a relationship with a woman like this, he should have never got himself involved with that woman, okay? I solely don't want y'all to think I'm just putting everything on her, but him, he has to take fault too. I really think it's his fault for wanting to like, you know, fall for a woman like this. Brother, she's outside. She's making money off her body. She's popular because of her body. She's not natural at all. She wear wigs, she wear contacts, she wear revealing clothing. Look what she wore to court today. The ass was popping. I seen it. Look at the photos you submitted to the court. Come on, she's still showing her body. What she's supposed to be keeping for you is out there in social media. Baylor TV, man, drop a like if you like the video. Let's have a conversation. I'd like to see your comments. I did say I was gonna trim the video, but because it was so interested what I was seeing, I'm like, nah, I can't trim it. I'm gonna upload everything. I'm gonna upload this video. All right. Stay tuned for the next video, guys. Baylor TV. Love y'all, man.